So, I was going to have something snarky to say about everybody on laptop mics, but I can't really think of anything. Oh, the struggle is real, so I guess I'll just burn everything down. There's your joke. Good enough for me. What's going on, my friends? It is time to crack my knuckles and roll into session this many of Age of Ashes, our Patron's second edition game. Ross will be about 30 minutes late from where we're starting right now, so he'll show up and be really confused when I've killed him. In the meantime, of course, Tiki, Josh, Jason, Idaho, Spellcraft, thank you guys for your support on Patreon. Last week was a monster. Last week was a bear. Last week was a lot of things. But we all survived. And we're going to take them exactly as we did it before for our in-character reflections. Oh, God, excuse me. I thought that would be quieter than it was. I'm not gross, you're gross. For the hero point, starting with the man with the beautiful blue hair, Darkwing Goblin, Bollux Broomsbane, if you'd give us the ABCs and the in-character reflection.
I be the goblin that flaps in the night. I be the shadow that follows the light. I burn the cages. I melt the chains. The flower of freedom is all that remains. It is I, Bollux Broomsbane, here to, well, look at fire last time we were here, and quite a lot of it. I didn't think it would get that out of control, but we managed to just make it out of there at the skin of our pants and be big damn heroes. I think we got everybody out of there. I hope. Anyway, the dwarf is out. Wake up. Kick. Wake up, man. What's your name again?
And the ABCs,
anyway,
the ancestry, the background, the class.
I'm a sorcerer, a dragon bloodline persuasion, and I'm a goblin. If you haven't guessed it yet.
Good enough. Take the hero point as we take it back up to the poor kicked dwarf, the closest thing we have right now to a frontline fighter, old Jazia. And Mr. Josh King!
Yeah, Jazia's not feeling too well. She got knocked out, had dying ranks and wounded ranks, and a house that fell down and isn't around, and all meeting place is not around. It's not good, and she's she's smoky in the bad way. She feels humbled and embarrassed, and she's concerned even more than that for the rest of the party and for the townsfolk, the great people of the city of Townsville. She's looking up kind of like, Torhank, what the heck?
And your ABCs, sir. Your ancestry, your background, your class.
My ancestry is forge dwarf. My background is artisan crafting dwarf. My class is war priest cleric.
Indeed. Good enough. Take your hero points, sir. And we take it down to the little blue gnome, Tiki.
Well, I might still be Anastasia Winter, but you may call me Winter. I am an alchemist, bomber, and a gnome, fey-touched. This patchwork rabbit here is my friend Dusha, a gift from my baba. And I believe I shall have to have a very stern word with the leadership of this town over being idiots and not taking any of the townfolk with them, and also not forming bucket brigades. We're next to a river and a fountain. The heck is wrong with you? But, that being said, I'm alive. Though I should probably not run back into any burning buildings for people I'd only met a day before.
Accurate.
I wish I could just go home. But it's not interesting there. Must stave off the bleaching. You know how it is.
Nothing like a gigantic fire to keep you from dying from boredom. Yeah! Gnomes are weird. Take your hero point. Charles can't say anything because he's not here. He'll probably just get his hero point for free. So then we take it down to the quintessential goblin of the party. I've never seen dog slicers look quite as good as Olm's dog slicers. Take it, Jason.
Okay, I am playing a unbreakable goblin, which means I'm, well, mostly bristle under the surface. I was trained as an herbalist, but I am a rogue. So we'll just see how all of this works together. I have an complete cognitive dissonance as to how people have no self-preservation instinct. There's a large fire in front of you. There's something causing a large fire in front of you. The appropriate response is run. No, we're going to stand here and we're going to die of smoke inhalation because it's fire and we don't know what to do. Need to pull out some of the Russian that Winter's familiar is coughing out at the moment.
Fair enough.
But all things considered, we got everyone but one out. We need to discuss as a group how we're going to start doing tactics, leadership, community relations, because while I'm sure I will come to love all of the people in this group, as the character would say, saying you will absolutely do something before money has been discussed is bad business.
That it is. Take your point, my friend, as we take it now to the man with the best intros, probably forever and ever and ever. I almost always say, Mr. So Gold Soap, but we're not doing that Final Fantasy jam anymore. Today, it's Cute Tuck.
I am Spellcraft. You are listening to me speak. At the moment, I play a healer cleric of... Oh, I can never remember this sun goddess's name, but I am a cleric of the sun goddess.
Sarenrae. The name is Sarenrae.
Fine, Sarenrae. It hit me like a bolt out of the blue. Yes, I am a healer cleric, and I am some sort of mystic of some sort. So I am a cloistered cleric, and I have all the lores. Well, not all the lores, but many of the lores. I'd work on adding more to my collection, but this is the first time I'm actually playing a character with an int mod of 0. It is an interesting change of pace, and at the moment, I'm still reeling from dealing with fire, and how in the name of all the gods are we on a river and near a fountain and nobody thought to start a bucket brigade? I mean, it's bad enough that everyone froze up in the face of the fire. I can kind of understand that, but you'd think at least some of them would have fled on their own. If I hadn't taken oaths, I swear, at least a few more people would have been crispy. But no, I had to be a good cleric, didn't I? Such is life.
Such is life indeed. My windy friend, take the hero point, and we will basically just dive straight to where we left off. You guys emerge from the burning town hall. Jadzia's on the ground. You guys know your dying/wounded conditions if you have them. And you basically emerge into organized chaos. The town councilors are doing their best to get everybody rounded up and calmed down and things, but it's mostly just a mess.
Can my familiar take actions without being commanded?
Outside of combat, yeah.
Okay. Then you see the little patchwork rabbits running over and digging through my pack and starting to stuff my remaining 2 prepared elixirs of life down my throat.
Okay, fair enough. And so it was.
Whilst cussing in fluent Russian and shaking its little fist at anyone that gets anywhere near me.
Most people are more concerned with, like, trying to make some form of order. There are a couple of lightly armed and armored individuals that you assume pass for the town's, like, guards, begin to, like, make their way through a sort of, kind of bucket brigade is put together. No, well, there's a lot of cognitive dissonance in this part of the AP. Do they figure it out at this point? No, yeah, sure. There's a lot of fire damage, but eventually someone figures out that going and getting water and putting out the fire is in their best interest.
And to be honest, it wouldn't take long for Ohm to, having seen all of this, start grab someone, start yelling at them to put wounded over here, get people with water over there.
Good
and
enough for me.
Start working on people. I am a healer, so
Okay.
Yes, that's an idea. Let's arrange everyone, and then the 2 clerics can stand in the center of the arrangement and use the area form of heal. Or at least I am, because it's 1d10 to an area.
Which would be enough to get Jadzia back up from being knocked out.
Oh, I was just going to do the more focused version on her. 2
Okay.
action.
Okay. And so it was. They begin moving them around and stuff. You begin doing the heal. Josh, you are back up. You know your wounded conditions. Amidst all this, the head of the town council, Greta Gardana, who you met briefly before a massive fire happened, she, like, takes... I can't do it, and even if I could, I wouldn't, as it would blow everyone's ears out, but that, like... Take 2 fingers on each side of your mouth and make that loud everybody shut up whistle. I think we all know the one. What manner of madness just happened? This can be no accident. Did anyone see anything? And one of the guards, who obviously, like, the chainmail doesn't quite fit. It kind of like Gimli's down to his knees. He's carrying a weapon, not like pointy end down, but he doesn't seem to really know how the sword works. And he comes walking and says, "Aye, the clerk saw everything. It was Calmet, that cat of a bookseller's apprentice. He lit the fires in the halls, set those fire monsters loose on the crowd. Witnesses outside saw him running out towards Hell Knight Hill." And at this, like, emerging from the crowd, poor Warble, whose hat sits super askew and kind of like half burned, just, "Oh no, not the Citadel, no, my bumper brass shirts." The, like, head of the council begins looking around and just, "Friends, we'll get to the bottom of this. But we can't do it alone. Who in attendance today is willing to investigate Hell Knight Hill?" She begins looking around.
Little goblin jumping up and down in the back there. Hi, over here.
Money. There's money involved.
So she goes to, like, yes, you, little jumping goblin, and then money. Yes, of course. She turns around and talks to some of her, like, co-council members, turns back around. "We're prepared to offer you 10 gold to go contact the Bumble Brashers, and 10 gold to bring Calmont back alive. In addition," and she goes, like, fumbling around, goes, like, kind of, like, back and forth through the crowd trying to find somebody who has anything, and she brings forth a couple of, mechanically, 2 minor healing potions. "Thank you for doing what you could in the fire, friends."
So is there a reward if he winds up not alive or if he is maimed?
We would prefer him alive if at all possible. Maimed.
And maimed?
While we do not condone torture, as long as he can answer for his crimes, I suppose we'll take it.
Oh no, the reason I ask if maimed is okay is because most of my attacks explode.
There's kind of a ripple through the crowd because explode means fire, and these poor people have just gone through a fiery trauma.
I deal mostly with ice. So he may have, black leg or something.
As long as he can answer for his crimes, you will still be paid.
You can count on us, ma'am.
She sees you and nods and smiles. And with that, she turns and goes back to the task of trying to organize her people and save what they can of the building in question. And the floor does fall to you guys as to how you want to proceed next.
When she starts walking away, the methods are still in there.
Everyone freaks out a little bit. And a couple of guards go in, a couple of the more seasoned-ish with armor that fit them and seem to know how their swords work.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just let it burn down. It's entirely engulfed in there. It'd be dangerous to go back in. Okay, bye.
Well, they may be able to salvage some records or other things, so it is their town hall, and they do need to make sure the fire doesn't spread. So if everyone is basically stabilized, I'll look at where any bucket brigade has started, and I'll kind of direct them to make sure that they're, one bucket on the fire, one bucket on a building nearby to keep the fire from spreading.
Contained.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Common sense. It's on the uncommon item list.
That's a good one. I'm going to hold on to that. Classic.
I thought it was on the rare item list,
I would
especially
assume.
here.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
seems
unique artifact. Common sense.
Well, once things appear like the town's not going to burn down, it probably would make sense for us to gather up and find someplace to lodge and to get, back up to full health.
Mm-hmm.
Because with that healing blast, I'm all the way up to 7 hit points. So,
Indicating everyone around us to the goblins, or rather to my goblin rogue friend, and speaking in goblin. And they call adventurers crazy.
And now that we know how to use medicine, I think we could heal people that have wounds, taking 10 minutes.
It's a 10-minute action you can do once per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And I can do that both off of my medicine rolls and off of nature rolls because I have natural medicine.
I am scrolling through right now. I want to make sure how the wounded condition is bought off. But if it can be bought off with heal or medicine checks and things, yeah, now would be the time.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes.
Wounds.
Skills. Skill description. Medicine. Treat wounds is 1 action. As long as you have healer's tools, it takes 10 minutes and would remove the wounded condition basically at a DC 15.
Okay.
Well, that's not so bad at all.
So let's. There's.
What would a critical success do?
Critical success is the target regains 48 hit points as opposed to 2d8, and its wounded condition is removed. On a critical failure, the target takes a d8 of damage, which just happened. So whoever was targeted with the 13 is a failure, but not a fumble. Whoever was hit by the 5, unless Jason wants to use a hero point, they're going to take damage.
Nature use?
Does he have natural medicine?
Yes, I do.
Natural
Because I'm an herbalist.
Well,
But
then my
But can
question...
you use it?
I was targeting Jadzia because I thought she was the most wounded.
Right, we're not talking wounded like hit point damage. We're talking about the condition that makes it easier for her to die. So then I guess...
Well, I'd meant in both senses.
Good. So then what I need to know now is who the 5 from the nature was targeting.
I did not have anyone specific in mind.
Okay. So then I know
I just-
Josh has a wounded condition. I know Charles has a wounded condition. I'm not looking at characters right now because I'm on a different map.
I'll take it.
Okay. There you go. And boom.
Okay.
3 points of damage.
It's fine. I'm just down to 17.
Okay. I guess we're going.
Because I am assuming that the elixirs of life do not remove the wounded conditions. So
They do not.
I'm just happy to have the dying condition removed.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else who does need treatment? Who has the wounded condition?
I mean, I'm in
None of the medicine
wounded
checks to remove the wounded conditions have been successful. It is DC 15.
There was a critical.
Oh. Fair enough. No, I did not realize that was a thing. Fair enough. Then someone is good. I see why that was a thing.
that would be Jadzia.
Yeah, I declared I was targeting Jadzia.
Gotcha.
So, okay, so is it good, bad, ugly, what?
You're good. Your wounded condition is removed.
Okay.
And you heal 16 hit points.
And if anybody else has the wounded condition, I do have medicine is one of my skills.
Well, we're definitely looking
I
at
got
least Ross and Tiki.
incredibly lucky.
Also, everybody enjoy the sounds of the ding ding man, which I'm about to.
Okay, I'll try on Ross. Or Charles.
Okay. His wounded condition is removed. And 2d8 hit points come back.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. It's summer and kids need their ice cream.
Relatable.
So
Very
he
relatable.
gets 13 back.
Okay, cool. So then I think that just leaves Anastasia.
Me.
And she's bolstered against me for the next
For an hour.
hour.
Mhm.
Yeah, I am also bolstered against myself. So the only only two people that could do it is Josh and Spell.
I mean, I used my one healing on myself.
Right, we are talking about a
I don't
medicine
need-
skill check.
There are enough uses in my healer's kit. I will try again.
Okay.
Oh,
And bam!
okay.
So it was.
There's
Awesome.
my check.
And
Um,
and 11
Oh
back.
wait, I am not bolstered against myself because I don't have a healer's kit.
Ah, boo.
so whoever needed it, I've got that.
I'm full. You
Indeed.
did not use it because Spell already did it.
Okay.
Did anyone else need healing?
No.
I think we're all
Yeah, we're all
out
in full.
of danger.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, fair enough. So,
So,
then the next move is y'all's.
And
we're basically going to need to go recover our lost usages and then leave.
Okay.
yeah,
So then 8 hours of rest somewhere, and then off we go. Okay.
Praising the sun.
Obviously, Charles follows you. The place where you were at before has largely vacated after the fire. The college kids who have come to party now realize things are serious business and have gone off as far as they can. The innkeeper is willing to comp you guys. The innkeeper is willing to comp you guys the room for the night, and because both the horrible trials and tribulations that you've gone through. I guess you guys are all really smart. Like, as far as your characters go, there are 2 int-based characters in the party. You would be giving the arsonist an 8-hour head start if you choose to rest.
How far away is Hell Knight Hill?
Hell Knight Hill it's not super far from the town, perhaps like a mile or 2.
All right, so not enough time for an actual rest.
You know what? Here's the thing. I've got. I actually think we ought to let him get a head start. Let him think that he's safe. Let him think he's not being pursued, and then we be sneaky. His guard is down. Whammo! Just say it exactly like that.
the only thing I see is if he manages to find reinforcements, and it appears that an entire goblin tribe is in trouble.
He's not. He's going to have to find reinforcements because he wouldn't attack an entire goblin tribe by himself. I assume the Bramble Bushers are competent.
That would probably.
In
I don't know.
martial ways.
They'd be behind
All
like
right, the
a
real
society
question
check, a
here
lore
is-
check.
Yeah, let me do that.
The real question here is our caster's spell reserves, because I can technically go on.
I don't think Charles didn't do anything that wasn't a cantrip, so I'm pretty sure Charles is fine.
I am down my 4 elixirs of life, but I have the rest of my stuff, so I can continue.
Okay.
I am entirely tapped out.
So Jazia has no
my
idea
cantrip.
if the Bumble Brashers are able to like defend themselves. They like it probably stands to reason. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 of them, maybe, but you are not from the region, and it's a pretty big toss up.
I can go with cantrips from here.
Look, if we should at least be able to track now. Yet rest as needed, but if we can get him before he is able to reach Bumblebriar Hill, before they're able to reach the hill, and the rest of the building falls down in a large crunching sound, then we may be able to stop him before he can get into more mischief and create a bigger trap for us.
I will say that being able to track is one of my strong points. So I can track and do that kind of thing really well.
I agree. We should get moving quickly as possible.
Okay.
All right, let's go then.
Torag rewards hard work, so yes, I'll do it.
Okay. So then, am I to assume that like we all 6 of us are going at once, or is it a like? Does someone want to scout ahead, something like that? I heard some tracking being talked about.
Let me scout ahead because I've got a really good survival skill. Unless somebody else wants to take that role. But
Uh,
she would say, "I'm good at this. Let me do it."
Movement together, I would say. Scouting ahead would be whenever we get there.
Okay.
I'm actually in agreement with them. I personally think we just go, and when we get closer, we can scout.
Okay, makes sense to me. So unless anybody else wants to like go ahead and do the thing, we certainly go all at once. Okay, duly noted. So I will make a quick secret roll. Oh, you made a check and it was supposed to be a secret roll. Oh well, my bad. Forgive me, internet! So we will really quickly... I gotta make a roll for a guy. Jadzia, as you guys are moving, goes looking for tracks and things of that nature. I'm not sure if I really have any ability to do anything about that. Not really at all. Yeah, you are able to find his tracks, and they do corroborate that, like, the literal, very notably not booted feet of a halfling heading in the direction of the Citadel. The road is... It's not, like, super well-traveled. People don't go back and forth a bunch, but there are no, like, monster tracks, really, on the road, which is considered to be largely safe. And then I will move you guys to the next map over. As I flavor text at you, I will, everyone should still have control of their tokens and stuff. Whoop-bam!
Ooh, the new map is here. The new map is here.
Rising from the hilltop above a looming structure of crumbling stone and still imposing battlements, though verdant nature is reclaiming the site. Plumes of red smoke, which Ambassador Warble believes to be distress signals from the Bumble Brasher goblins, rise from the roof of the keep's central tower. The place can only be Citadel Altarin, the infamous former home of the Order of the Nail Hell Knights, now fallen into ruin. It takes you guys... It's just over a mile. You're moving... if you take the wagon, you can move pretty quick. Otherwise, you move at travel speeds and blase. And... you've got the board, guys.
We'd be taking the wagon because I need to store my stuff in it for combat.
Of course, fair enough. And I assume Pony Whisperer Sweetleaf will continue to work his dark magic on the pony here.
I will do my best.
Okay.
The other thing is I would like to park it, at least 100 yards away, a good bow shot, and then try to sneak up towards the gates.
Okay, works for me. There's definitely enough like nature out here where one can like set up a simple campsite and park the wagon outside a line of sight of the Citadel. And I hear Olm wants to sneak up.
All right. Two goblins sneaking up.
Two sneaky goblins.
Two sneaking goblins.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody want to join them? Going once?
I want to join them, but I'm not a sneaky dwarf.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm small. Might as well.
Good enough. Charles will stay at the wagon.
A regular check? I don't know.
Okay.
I did not beat the rogue. Swap mine. I'm the 14.
So there's a brief moment of Ohm being a little too salty about the events of the first part of the AP. I'm kidding. There's enough a point where I'll put the three of you like this, say, as you make up to the Citadel. There comes a point where obviously people looking down from the battlements would be able to see you, but nothing really jumps out at you. Does Q-Talk want to be where she just moved her token?
I am not set to have anything visible. I don't know what goes where.
Okay, dope. I will double check because I just saw you move your token. So you should.
I thought it was location restricted, and I was trying to get to the bottom of the map to see if that would fix it. I haven't used these tools in a while.
Hold on. There we go. My bad. Okay, cool. Does anybody else not have line of sight?
I mean, I don't, if you guys can hear me, but...
Ah! Hello, Ross! Now! ABC's in-character reflection! Make it go! Hooray! Attack!
Okay, well, can I go for a few days without dying in this God's forsaken town? Other than that, apparently we were attacked by imps or something. Creatures that were definitely happy to be in fire. Maybe that has something to do with what that goblin woman was saying. What was her name? Warbly? Warbles? Orbles? Or something. I don't know. My understanding of Kaldarian or whatever this native tongue is to these people is still very difficult to me. But I digress. For now, I better stay with the rest of the group, especially since I nearly, apparently, just have a death wish lately. Oh well. Shall we continue?
Andrew ABC's my dude.
My apologies. I am a human, the versatile ancestry, and I am also a wizard. Also, there was a gentleman who asked in a previous video how I, as a wizard, am already wearing medium armor. I'm probably going to go back to and answer him on YouTube, but for the record, versatile human and let me quickly check which one. Ah, yeah, general training racial feat. Gave me 2 general feats at level 1, spent both of them on armor training proficiency, which got me the ability to use medium armor.
Thank you. I was going to ask. Cool. We did it.
Yes.
So to bring you up to speed, your wounded condition is removed. There's a halfling man named Kalman, who you guys have been able to track up to the Citadel. You've been offered 2 quest rewards, one of which to go and make sure the Bumble Brashers are okay. The other one is to bring this man back alive. We assumed you didn't use any spell slots, so we have gone and just headed on to the place. And now the sneakies are being sneaky.
For the record, on the spell slots, no, I had not. I had only used a cantrip of telekinetic projectile.
That's what I thought. Okay, dope. So if you are hurt, that is a thing that is important. If you are not hurt, your wounded condition has been removed. And you got 13 back. And
yes, according to my thing, I actually, when we ended last session, was back up to full health, just for all the rule keeping whatnot. Sorry for the audio quality, everyone who's watching. I finally have my computer up and running. Hooray!
That
But
is very exciting.
Yes, I am, especially since I get back into actually GMing and whatnot, but I need to get a better headset still.
The only issue was the wounded condition that had to be removed through the medicine, which isn't healed by magical healing.
Which was taken care of, indeed. Okay, so the 3 small characters have sneak-snocked their way up to the Citadel. Charles, Jadzia, and Q-Tuck watch the wagon. If I could get perception checks from the 3 of you. The 3 of the sneak snocks, the small sneak snocks, the 2 goblins in the gnome.
My apologies, I misunderstood.
Unless you want to sneak up with them or send little Leo.
No. Well, Leo. No, Leo's staying on my back. He's still pretty hurt, and he's not happy at the moment. He's sad.
Understood. I might have to have you meet some kind of blue giant who, Grandma's got a present for you, because I just keep going back to New Vegas in my head every time I hear Leo. Okay, cool. So we got prescriptions. Okie dokie. So up around the Citadel, mechanically within 10 feet of the Citadel, and each square is 5 feet, is difficult terrain as vines and bushes and things have grown up and overgrown the place. As you approach, there is, obviously you could move around the thing and look around if you wanted to. On top of that, obviously there is a front door right there. Right in front of where I moved you guys. Battered reinforced doors hang ajar at this main entrance to Citadel Altarin, once the headquarters of the Hell Knight Order of the Nail. We really want to drive that home for you guys. Above the doorframe, a tarnished seal depicting a sunburst made of nails stand out in relief on the keep's stonework. Under the seal runs a worn but clear line of carved text. Does anyone read Infernal?
No, but I love the fact that you're using the hammer pun so many times.
Am I?
Yes, you wanted to hammer it in that they used to be the headquarters of the Order of the Nail.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, good, fair enough. You are blind, got you. One sec, Tiki, I see you. Boom.
It's kind of flavorful, considering I've crit failed.
Yeah, so I see that you have sight and you emit light. I'm going to move you there. Can you see now?
No, I see a black square.
Bah! It says that you see on my end. Let me, as I'm going through here. You don't see a lot of things, no, but both Bullocks and as you guys move up, you can see that around the, still despite hanging kind of ajar, wooden door, or like the hinges and things are really rusty and gross. Opening this door will be incredibly loud due to like how crappy everything has become there, basically.
Yes, loud is not necessarily our friend at the moment.
Now I'm very sure Tiki can see.
Yes,
Okay.
you are correct.
Cool.
I can see.
Oh my god, there's a giant... I don't know how that got on the board, but there it is. You see the biggest Anastasia you've ever seen, and it comes to attack. There's a strange wiffle ball big monster. And go check him out on Facebook for all your sweet art needs. Boom. Okay. Did have someone ask about it, so.
I did not know you could actually drag your art onto the screen.
Oh, you can. Of course, like, the Citadel is a pretty big place. You guys could try to, like, look around if this is not the door you want.
Yeah, I think so. I'll go this way a little bit.
Okay. There is unfortunately for us, there is not an interactive map at this time. So as you see, I'm going to kill whoever that is. As you see the line there, that is a different part of the map. You could mechanically move up that way. There's just, that's a different floor.
I'll stick to the edge of the building as I go around
Okay.
slowly.
So,
As you make it right here, it's kind of hard to see it, Bullocks, but you would have been able to see it right there. There is a place where the outer wall has given way. You would have to climb the thing, but you could enter from there if you wanted to.
Do you think that we could climb it with ease, or would some of our party have trouble with that?
It's about 20 feet up, and a lot of the stones look pretty loose. So you could certainly try to climb up, but it might not be that, like, the consequences could be dire.
Well, I will go back and ask the party how everyone feels about climbing, because I am used to infiltrating places with fortified walls, finding places to sneak in, but I do not know of the rest of my party. So what do you think?
Please do correct me if I'm wrong, but climbing is now like a dedicated athletics check, right?
You got it.
I am very good at climbing, my friends. I would love to.
Yeah. Tom will take the quick tour of the other side of the building.
Yeah, you do that while I went that way. Just went up to scout.
I just kind of roll my shoulders in the joint, just like, I mean, I'm from Thassalon. The place is pretty hilly, so I had to learn how to climb when I was a kid. Pretty good now.
Okay. So then, as you guys go moving around really quick, there is a door here. The door seems to be in better condition. Whereas the door to the front was kind of hanging ajar. This one's shut.
Does it look like it can be opened quietly?
Without trying, it's hard to tell. The hinges definitely aren't like super rusted like the front door.
Okay. Is it locked?
Yes. It is.
Does it look to be... can I tell how hard it's going to be to unlock it?
Give me,
Thievery?
yeah, I guess. That seems to be the right check to call. You cannot.
That would be a no.
And I will say, as Anastasia makes her way around the southern part of the keep, there is you would have seen the extra bit of, like, what I had told Bolix, where the wall has given way that you could feasibly climb up.
In that case, I'll come down here to inspect the rubble to see if that is too loose or that kind of thing.
Okay. Tell me what
Where is
kind
it?
of check you want to make. I play a lot of 1E still, so I don't quite... It's an awkward pivot over to the 2E rules. Not that I think it's a bad thing, but the knowledge checks... I should have made that thievery check as a secret check. That's on me. Tell me what you'd like to roll, and I will roll it for you. If you give me a mod, I have my shiny red and white D20 here.
I am curious. I'm going to test something right quick.
Okay.
Oh, no, you can see that. For the record, I was curious if the character sheets had it custom built in, so that way stuff like that would work with the lore, but I guess not. I'm glad I wasted that nat 20 on a test roll. Or nat 1.
Getting up there could also be done with an acrobatics check, could it not?
No. Strictly speaking, athletics.
Yeah, no,
where
they
where's
very
this
explicitly
quantum?
state that.
Then nature +3.
Okay. Yeah, that's not the worst way to swing at it. As I scroll up here real quick to see what the number might be. So as you go looking at it, it's daunting, definitely. Whether or not, like, success will depend kind of on luck. Certainly if anyone had tools for climbing, it would be easier, but it's basically 20 feet straight up on a surface that may or may not support you. You should be looking at a pretty difficult task for a lot of people, especially people who, like, mechanically don't have the strength for it.
Okay. Just checking real quick to see what should actually be in my pack back at the thing.
Okay.
You can go ahead with other people.
Cool.
Okay, so Miriam would like to attempt it. I just need to know where it is.
Okay, I hear Miriam would like to head into the dungeon.
I would like to try to climb that spot.
Sure. So then...
A thing that you don't know about yet.
No,
Hey,
Bollocks came back inside, I think. So...
I'll,
We're-
Okay, so could Volix show me where it is, and then I can attempt it?
wait, hold on. And I'm going to put down my sack real quick, reach into my adventurer's pack, and pull out some rope. Who do you think... I'm looking at the structure of this building. I would imagine it'd probably be best for one of the little ones to climb up. And then, because I presume I look over to him, sorry, still getting names down.
I look at Volix and I say, I am strong. I'm a dwarf. We climb mountains all the time. This wall will be nothing. Hand me the rope, please.
Bollocks.
Bollocks is pretty strong too. And goblins are excellent climbers.
I mean, look, we are not here to have a competition about climbing. I just simply suggested that one of the smaller ones take a rope up because they'd be lighter and not break the walls, potentially. This place does look very old.
I don't need no rope. Where's the wall?
Okay, but I'd like to play it safe,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
I'm just going to hand the rope over to Bolt.
The point. Some of us do need the wall. That's what we're saying. Somebody climbs up and plants the rope. Or uses a grappling hook. Does anybody bring a grappling?
Do you have a grappling hook?
Grappling hook! Sorry, I really like gravity
Okay,
falls.
okay, so I'll like, all right, but I'm gonna help with this somehow, darn it. Take my,
I mean-
Or
take,
you just has a hat with a pine tree on it.
take my pick. Tie the rope to the pick. Now you have a grappling hook.
Why are you yelling? We're trying to be quiet.
Why are we fighting about how we're getting a rope up there, too? Jesus.
Also, like,
Okay,
all of the int-based characters in the party know that pick with rope does not, by any means, equal grappling hook.
I mean, I didn't even think
Nope.
we needed Int to realize that.
I just want to be sure.
Okay. Well,
I'd rather just go in a door.
I will let them know I did find a door.
Were you able to get it open?
I would have to take another look at it. I was trying to figure out whether I could, but I haven't. Would it be accurate to say that I haven't tried to pick the lock yet? I was just trying to figure out if I thought I could.
It's more accurate to say there's not a lock on the door, at least on your side.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if there is a door... no, that spell wouldn't work. I mean,
I'm
best...
just gonna go in the door, and I start walking towards the thing.
Okay.
The front door?
No, towards the other door that I know about.
Okay.
I am back over here, piece away.
Alright. This way.
I'm just gonna kick the door open and go in.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Slowly.
Wait.
By kick it open, I don't actually mean kick
Make
it open.
an
I'm
athletics
going
check.
to-
Yeah.
I will. I'm just making sure you know I'm not attempting to kick it down.
Right, there's no difference. Kick open, kick down is an
Okay.
athletics check.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey.
That is a number. So
That's really
everyone's
good for no
tokens,
modifier.
everyone's tokens are now locked.
Uh-oh.
You run up, go to kick at the door. I believe that is a success, but I need to scroll down and make sure. Okay. That is enough to knock the door down. There are 4 participants in this combat. As I'm assuming, because no one else moved their tokens, the clerics are at camp. Anastasia moves up all 3 foot whatever of her and somehow is able to, like, put enough weight down to open this thing. It flies back. There's the sound of rope breaking, as clearly the door was, like, tied shut as well. It does a burst. On the inside of the room, well, there's some stuff. Oh, gotta give you that sweet. Okay, so this dingy room is littered with toppled bunk beds and broken furniture, and doors to small but more private bed chambers hang open along the western and southern walls. In the room's center, bed frames are stacked upon each other to form a sort of fort, with filthy and rippled bedding draped over the top to form ceiling and walls. And just making really sure what I roll for. If we got 4 characters rolling perception for initiative.
Stealth, because we were trying to be quiet.
Yeah, sure. I'll let it go. I'll allow it. The stealthy, I'll say Bolix and Ohm can roll stealth. Tikisri and, not Tikisri, what even? Anastasia and Charles are rolling perception.
Fair enough for me. I was just about to say, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I was just staying back.
Okay. 13.
I have the power of a working character sheet.
You have the power of a working It must be nice. You have been without computer for a long time, my friend.
Months now.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Welcome back.
It's so nice.
21st
And it's
century.
an upgrade too, so it's just a flat up upgrade to my old one too.
Nice.
Okay, now see how to change the initiative to a different skill. under the perception.
It's all good. It comes out the same. Okay, so then I will roll in mine really quickly. You there! It's gonna pop up, but because reasons, who knows if you've seen it. I just need to put it on the thing. Oh, no, never mind, Nito. Okay, so I'm going to boom. So at top of the round is let me get a perception check from Bolix and from the people who rolled stealth for initiative. If I get a perception check, please.
Okay. Regular ticket.
Yeah, regular. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will. What I'll say is I will ask Ohm to not metagame, and Ohm is up.
Okay. Well, first thing I would do is draw both of my dog slicers and step in.
So then that would be 3 actions to interact, step.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So then, let me get back on the proper layer here as I do go next. Kind of bursts out from the... We all made those forts, right? As kids with like chairs, and then you take blankets and you throw them over the chairs and you have the secret place. That's basically what's happened here. And just to be double sure, okay, cool. I don't have any sweet sneak attack madness. Probably in Goblin, I feel like, yes. So what the goblins clearly identify as a bugbear comes bursting out from this fort. Just, who dares? And going to use 1 action to interact, to draw a javelin. The second one to throw it at Ohm. Well, blam! 15 to hit you.
No dice.
Alrighty, and then with the third action, she draws a wicked-looking bastard sword. And it goes to Anastasia.
In Goblin, are you a bumblebrusher?
Bumble what? This is my lair! You dare barge in, I'll kill you!
I actually did not mean to move. Why did I move?
It is what it is.
I'm just gonna fling. Yeah, I'm gonna use an action to pull 2 bombs and fling 2 bombs.
You got it.
So,
You kids and your ability to draw 2 things with 1 action. Actually, quite good.
actually, wait a minute. I just actually have quick bomber, so I just get to pull and throw them as I wish. So I get to pull 3.
Okay, sure. And is for Nova, and that's what the Alchemist is doing.
The first 2 are fire. The first 2 are fire. The last one is ice.
Okay, sounds good.
As soon as I can figure out where the hell where is the ranged? I have to make a new one.
It is what it is. If you want to just, well. Why, yes.
That is with no ads, unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't need the ads.
Hey, that's 20.
Yep, you're good.
Well, I got to roll another one anyway. I did not realize I hadn't filled this part of the sheet out.
It's all good.
I'm so sorry about those multiple melee strikes. I was just trying to, I'm still working on getting my character sheet onto paper. I'm so sorry about that.
Sure.
It says bow, but it is not bow. I will fix it later.
Sure. Both of those miss if you want to do damage from your first bomb.
Okay. And have to double check the bomb.
Yeah, same. Gotta learn how a new combat works together. Gotta look at some traits. Gotta look at the boom boom trait. That's what that's called now.
Fire. It's the boom boom trait.
The boom boom trait. Does it land somewhere? What happens to it?
D8 plus 1 persistent fire and 1 splash, which I choose to only hit the one person with, so a D8 plus 2.
Not 2d8 plus 4.
Oh yeah, it is 2d8 plus 4. I forgot about the crit.
Okay. Noted. And 1 persistent fire damage as snarling
2
and
persistent fire damage.
even because crit.
Yes.
That doesn't multiply.
Everything is doubled.
That doesn't multiply. Persistent stuff doesn't.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Snarling, unless somebody can prove me wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. In any case, Snarling and Goblin, the first bomb hits this deranged creature in the face, and it's able to dodge out of the way of the other ones. Bolix is next.
Bullocks is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go there.
Okay.
And I will launch fire in the hole.
Oh,
Noted.
do you
Why am
want to roll for the loose grenades?
Could you actually really quickly find how the bombs work for me? Because I know how they work in 1E.
Yes,
I'm not
I will.
super sure how they work in 2E. Okay, understood. A 16 is, I believe against target's AC just enough, just barely enough that it kind of just like hits the bugbearer's armor and scorches it, but no further damage. I think that's 3 actions, right?
Yeah.
It's the only thing I don't like about the Roll22E sheet is I wish Produce Flame had like a bap bap to indicate how many actions. Anyway, boom!
That's a 2. Yeah.
Next up is Charles.
Well, seeing this thing pop up. Oh, I just wanted stated for the record, Tommy. I did intend to like tell Leo to stay at whatever camp we had
Sure,
and
sure.
just kind of like watch over his stuff. That I did not intend to bring him into this dungeon after what happened in the last combat.
That's fair. I'll allow that one to slide. Meanwhile, at the camp, the clerics are playing with Leo, and it's adorable. And they're not in danger at all.
So,
The persistent damage does double, but a splash damage does not.
Okay.
So it
Noted.
is 2d. It was 2d8 plus 3, and if it misses, the splash damage still gets dealt.
Okay, sure. So it's just they take splash damage?
Yeah, so it's 1 point per. So they take 2 more.
2 more.
Point. It takes 1 fire, 1 ice.
Noted. Okay, fair enough.
for my turn, I'm just going to like see the thing, mutter to myself something like, just mutter like, "What the bloody hell's in Thessalonian?" And then 1 action, lean down quickly, scoop up a rock. 2 actions, just grab the rock, mutter some arcane words and whatnot, and then whoosh, chuck it at him, telekinetic projectile.
Okay, sounds good to me.
13 to hit.
It hits one of the bunks.
Oh, well, it still probably rips off a chunk, so that's 1d6 plus 4 damage.
The bunk bed looks very sad. The bunk bed is actually a mimic, and you've hurt its feelings, Ross. Well done. Congratulations to
Oh
you.
no.
Anything else?
No. No, that's my 3 actions.
All right, what are you going to
is
do?
using her reactions to scritch Leo under the chin.
And it's great. It's so good.
Okay, it has persistent fire damage going on. It doesn't probably look that great. You know what? I'm going to move. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Twin Feint.
Okay, sounds good.
So roll number 1, roll number 2.
Alrighty, I am flat-footed to the second attack. And
Yes.
so the second one hits. First one misses.
Okay, so 5 slashing damage. Plus for the backstab. So 6.
Duly noted. And then the precision damage, of course.
Oh, yes. We'll get this figured out one of these days.
New games are new.
2 points.
Got you. Alrighty, you stab in. It's not happy about it. It passes to it. I am not the smartest creature on planet Earth, planet Galarian, planet anywhere. Let's see, I take 2 persistent fire damage. Boom! For my first trick, it's holding its bastard sword in 2 hands, and it's going to just kind of like swing in like a baseball bat going at Ohm. Plus, that much. Neato. I'm a little better at this one. 28 Ohm. Oh my gosh.
That would be a critical success because I'm at an 18.
Alrighty. So,
Oh boy.
the thing about holding a bastard sword two-handed is it has the two-hand trait. So in one hand, it's basically a long sword. In the other hand, it's a great sword. So there's 18 points of slashing damage.
18 points of slashing damage. I am still on my feet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Fair enough. It will
I
then...
really do not look good.
It will stride. It hits you. It sees you lean back, and it won't say anything because that's an action. And it smiles gleefully as it begins to stride. I'm going to call that difficult terrain. 10, 15, 20. Second attack will go at Anastasia. At my second attack, 16 to hit.
It hits.
Alrighty. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hope. I'm good. For 16 points of damage. Dang. I don't ever think I've seen a D12 come up 12 before, is it? It's fur burning. It comes running at you, snarling, and it just kind of like swings in. And you're on.
I have 3 hit points. It's my turn.
Yep, you're up. Okay, understood. You go to start hucking bombs at things. The 14 misses, the 17 hits, the 9 misses.
Hey, Tiki, are you counting in the -5 for each of those attacks? Because the second one's
No,
-5.
I am not.
Okay.
So those that would be a 0 on the last one and a 12 on that one, so they all miss.
Gotcha.
So he takes
3 splash damage.
2 are fire, 1 is ice. I
Gotcha.
just haven't put the ice one in yet. So he has 4 persistent fire damage.
And now we can all tell that there's no... I don't think persistent fire stacks, also. And we can all tell that the bugbear doesn't do anything about it as Anastasia begins to Nova hard and it passes to Bullocks.
It doesn't stack, but it only doesn't the fire persistent only last for 1 round.
I believe persistent fire lasts until I take an action to do something about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has to put it out. So
Yeah,
he's on
cool.
fire.
All right, I will contribute to that fire then.
Classic.
Let's see.
Haven't we had enough fire?
Nope.
No!
This AP is called Age of Ashes. If you all didn't... that is a number. Okay, yeah, that's a critical.
Yeah.
So then, we won't go to flavor that kill yet. I will say one thing in meta now for everyone. I was going to say this when everyone was here, because I didn't realize it was different in the core rulebook for the bad guys, but I do want to keep a level playing field. So unless it is an undead or a construct or a similar thing that would be destroyed at 0 due to the nature of now how dying and death works, I go to dying 2. It's not dead yet, but it is very bad. In any case, dying 2, it passes to Charles.
Question in meta, would I see that the thing could still get up?
Yeah. I don't know exactly how we want to flavor it, but like everyone is aware of it. It is like on the ground, it's unconscious and burning.
Finish killing it.
Well, it's not Charles' nature to finish off a kill, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna, as an action, look kind of around Anastasia and say, holy hell, that thing hit like a bull. Are you all alright? And I'm gonna stride, up to here, which I think is, if I'm counting my feet right, which 5, is it still the traditional rule of like the first diagonal 5 is 5 and then the second one's 10?
I believe. I could be wrong on that, but that's
All right, either
how I'm
way.
going to call it.
Either way, I'm just gonna move over to here and be like, Anastasia, are you okay?
I have 3 hit points.
I have no more potions. I used my only one. Yeah, basically my turn is just going to be spent as though I were out of combat, because my character is not the type to finish him.
Okay. And it passes to Ohm. Actually, he probably just flat dies because he's on fire. Falling in a ditch covered in petrol, on fire.
It may not be Charles's nature to finish off a kill. It is definitely mine.
Okay.
Oh, had it got around to my turn, I was going to pour an alchemist fire down its throat.
Yum, 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 yum. Okay, so it's...
That's excessive even for me. Jeez.
So then that would...
You make sure things are dead.
A 20 and a 9.
Okay, fair enough. That's, given that it is flanked...
It's actually
and
helpless, so they auto-crit.
That's... Unless you can prove that, I don't think that's true.
I'll go find it for you.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't think that...
There's no rules for coup de grace because there's no
coup de grace.
living beyond 0.
But then there's a attack and an attack, both of which hit because it's unconscious, and if Ohm would like to flavor that kill.
Ohm staggers up to it from behind and says something along the lines, "It's very hard to understand. Hit me, will you?" And puts one dog slicer through the center of its back over its heart into the floor and takes one of the jagged edges on the upper side of the other dog slicer and slits its throat.
Alrighty, duly noted. That is, I believe, actually I have the same PDF open 3 times. Or the same, what am I trying to say? The same notepad file open 3 times as Ohm makes Ohm's second kill of the AP. And dead it goes.
And once combat's off, I will come over to this corner and collapse against it because I am at 1 hit point.
Okay, fair enough.
That hurt.
I can imagine.
Welcome to the world in which you actually have double-digit hit points at level 1. Oh, is that nice?
I can imagine.
I'm just gonna step inside. Holy hells, are you... Oh,
I really could use one of those potions the mayor gave us.
Anastasia, do you have the ability to make any more healing items today?
No, not today.
Should we go get the clerics? I feel like this was a bad idea leaving them behind, although they seem to be, I don't know, discussing theocracy when we left. Or theology, or...
I did tell them where we were going. They should have come.
Torog has the right to rule the world. Theocracy.
Either way, What in the nine hells was that? I say, just looking at it, because I probably haven't seen a bugbear before now. I've seen goblins. I don't think I've seen a bugbear.
Bugbear is just kind of a big goblin. You guys would be able to recognize it.
I mean, I'm playing into the Thessalonian thing, you know?
Correct. There were bugbears in Old Thassalon as there were goblins.
Oh.
It's not a hobgoblin.
Sorry,
This is just the bigger, angrier one.
Okay. So, like, okay, I knew it was, like, one of those ones that kind of came about later or whatever.
Not the genetically engineered one. Not the Urukai. This one's just a, like, Mordor orc.
Sorry. I'm just trying to get all the different races and whatnot down.
There are many.
Because I do want to play the Thessalonian thing right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just, like, look over and say, what the hells is that? Is that one of those bugbear things?
Yes, it was. Let's see.
It looks like neither a bug nor a bear. Why did they call them that? Actually, the bear one's a little bit more apt.
Okay. This may be interesting. Let me double check what I do on that, because I'm going to try to treat myself and
Yeah, let me double check something myself.
get some.
Yeah, no, I'm not trained in medicine, so there's nothing I can do at this moment.
I am trained in medicine.
Okay.
Do you want me to go fetch the clerics?
Okay, I stand a little bit corrected, but it's taking damage while dying. If you take damage while dying and already have the dying condition, it increases your dying condition by 1 or by 2 if it's a crit hit.
Right. That's what I was operating on too. What you said sounded like a 5e thing.
It was
and
my
I don't
brain
mean
just not working right, I guess.
I don't mean that as an insult, but
Okay, so it's just a straight up check. Man, I fear pushing the button to roll because a crit
Let's
failure
go get the
would not be good.
doctors or the clerics. If you're not comfortable, is Leo a mile away from me?
yeah, Leo is like 100 yards from you.
100 yards? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
Breach Hill is a mile from you.
Let me just double check some right quick about the length of the familiar, because I'm pretty certain. As long as it can communicate empathetically with you, as long as it's within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
So I could have Leo just like suddenly startle up and like start pawing at the clerics and then start flying in our direction.
Leo casts summon
Or I could
cleric.
just walk over there.
All of these things are good.
I mean, I don't know how far away they are exactly from our camp. So like I thought Leo could make them at least start coming in our direction.
Okay. In any case, they are certainly alerted. Failure, but not a fumble.
Yep.
I'll make my way over.
Which is good, because a fumble was liable to kill you there.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I hear...
So as people start walking by back, there is a gnome that has currently 3 hit points and is bleeding profusely walking that way.
A sword that's probably about as big as she is tall went across her like face and neck area. Yeah. And off you go.
Looking to both of the clerics when I get there. When we go, come with.
Leo just flies past you, like not even paying attention, kind of like on a mission.
Okay. Fair enough. Medicine. I guess I should turn off initiative. Boom. Okay. That is successful. You guys are the arbiters of moving your tokens, though, I will say.
So that would give me 2d8 hit points back.
Unless Cube Talk is using that on Anastasia.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
That's where I see the tokens right now, is what I say. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, winner. Cool.
And that takes about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say this is treat wounds, the out of combat action, and it takes like 10 minutes.
Right. And then, of course, as that 10 minutes is passing, you guys, the three of you who remain in this room, there are several doors. The smell of burnt bugbear. Also that, I should say. They're very hairy creatures.
If I can wave Bollocks down, I'll motion for him that he might want to search through the, well, for lack of the bed fort.
I was already heading that way.
That's, yeah.
Alrighty. So I see a d20 plus 6 really quickly. I think it came from Spellcraft.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that was for.
I believe
It's
that
also medicine.
medicine for,
Next patient.
which would be
As Ohm shoves it. Yeah, Ohm's the only one that got hit, other than Anastasia. Okay, fair enough. And then I see a perception check. Obviously, there are several doors all over the place, but the 5 doesn't really yield a whole heck of a lot of much. The smell of burning bugbear. The smell of burning bugbear.
Well, I do have a giant wound across my face, so it'll be fine.
Indeed.
I'll walk over, grab a blanket, put the bugbear out, and kick it outside.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so then with the as Cube Talk goes looking around in this room,
Let it burn, let
let it
it
burn. The only thing really of note in this room, other than there are many doors, there is of course the bugbear's gear. The moment we've all been waiting for. Loot the bodies. The bugbear is carrying. There's one javelin that was hucked that has hit the wall, and I'm not sure what the rules for breaking range thrown weapons are, but I'm gonna say it's in one piece.
I'll check.
There are 3, maybe 2 javelins. The bugbear's bastard sword also, and the bugbear's leather armor, which probably smells like all get out, but.
Well,
Prestidigitation. The audience is listening. Fair enough. Wait, the armor is clean. Okay, the armor does not smell like all get out. It now smells like whatever it is Cube Talk would like the armor to smell like. Pine. Cube Talk reaches down to Cube Talk's pack and withdraws a small green pine tree. Affixed to the top a small cord, and poop, and there it is.
okay. Well, which way do we want to search first, people? Do we want to go north, south?
Okay. So the javelins, and I don't see a fragile condition anymore. Also, I would point out that in a stream, Jason Bowman actually allowed somebody to recollect their bolts. So I don't know if things actually break when you throw them anymore.
Okay, fair enough. The javelin is fine then. We'll figure out something else when we go looking around more later. In any case,
I'm fine with going in any direction. I just think we should have a plan for how we go about this, so that way another pillow fort, I'll point to the bed, will end up nearly killing us. Perhaps it'd be in our best interests. I mean, at the worst scenario, I could go forward first, along with who is the most heavily armored of the group? I'm just curious, like trying to figure that out.
Well, actually, I would like to go first because I might be able to do so more quietly than the rest.
And give us a bit of warning, if you can.
That is the idea. So, if no one has a preference, let's see what's down this way. I'll point at this door, with the obvious anybody have a reason to try something else?
No, not really.
Okay. Perception, can I hear anything out of the room?
There's definitely nothing in there.
Cool. Is the door locked?
It is not.
Okay. Open the door and prepare to move in.
Alrighty. Appears to be just a simple bedroom inside, whereas, like, outside here, where the bugbear was, seemed to be more like a general barracks. These are a little more like probably for an officer or somebody higher up the rank. Oh, Hell Knights, basically.
I'll look around real quick.
How many more doors exactly like that one are there?
All of the doors look pretty much the same, except for the door to the door to up here, which looks a little bigger. Other than that, the doors are uniform, as one would expect from a Hell Knight Citadel.
Seeing as there was nothing in here, I'm gonna go loot.
Okay. And that would be a perception check.
Perception.
You don't see anything either.
Okay, my plan is to do the same thing with the next two doors.
Okay, understood. Is just basically loop the same pattern. Is there something in here? Open, look, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, there's definitely nothing in there.
Okay.
And the door is
Check
unlocked.
this door.
Door's unlocked.
We will do Bolix's next. Add a perception. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Oh, look at that! So, Alm comes in here and goes looking and just kind of obviously sitting on top of the, on top of a little shelf by the bed, shall we say. There is one, what you would pretty quickly recognize as a minor healing potion. And Bolix Burbsbane opens the door. Wham! And on the other side of that door is flavor text. A dust-covered black wooden countertop runs along the walls of the southwestern end of this galley-style room. It clearly was once a kitchen, but its cupboards and shelves were stripped of most tools and provisions long ago. And there are a couple of doors inside there as well.
Hear anything at this door?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Posed by... You do not know.
Then I will open it.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna say this one a lot. I think tokens are locked as Bolix goes to open a door. As he leans forward, maybe leans up a little to reach the clearly for humans door. Crawling out from under the cabinets. I will err on the side against the PCs on this one. Or for the PCs, excuse me. I gotta grab... some people are standing in tokens. One... to the token layer. You see one on the token, but they are swarms. And we will take perception checks from everybody. Alrighty, Bolix is very keenly aware of there is a spider there, and we will pop that up. I guess what I want to do is I do want to ask: is Josh there? Is Josh on the other end of the call? Because Jadzia hasn't moved from camp, and I don't know if Josh has exploded, or I don't know what's going on. I don't hear nothing.
Jazia's at camp.
Okay. Got it. Neato. So then,
did anybody tell her not to be at camp?
I mean, what I'm saying is, the token was never moved, and I don't know what happened there.
Well, I wanted to make the strength check to climb the wall, and the goblin argued with me, and so I was like, okay, goblin, take my pick, uses a grapple hook, intelligence says that doesn't work. So I was like, okay, good luck, buddy.
Oh.
And since then, a bloody gnome has come back and said, "Hey, if we leave, you should go with." And then everybody went that way. So you are now by yourself.
Oh,
they went that way.
Okay. I must have been cleaning the dishes whenever that happened.
Oof. All right, got Ross, we got Bolix, we got Jason 87, we got Annie.
Which direction are we again? My apologies. I was quickly trying to get some stuff in my character sheet.
Gotcha.
Well,
and then that means top of the order is Bolix Broomsbane as several spiders come bursting out of the cupboards.
I will... It's not good. Lots of legs. Lots of legs. We will take care of this in a splashy fashion.
A splashy fashion. All right, fair enough, fair enough. And a 30 is which target?
Let's go for the one directly below me.
Alrighty, a 30 definitely lands. I just want to double check a creature trait. I want to make sure. I'm not sure if a swarm is of the critical persuasion. Yeah. Someone's typing is really loud. I will say that also. I just want to double check. Swarm can occupy. Yeah, nope. It seems to. That is a critical. Unless there's something I'm not seeing. For 7 points of acid damage as you fire in several of the spiders. I won't say cook, but I guess melt away into nothingness. Anything else?
I guess I will raise a shield as my other action.
Alrighty, understood. And then it passes to this spider here, who is gonna... I'm gonna roll a D2. Evens is Bolix. Okay, so then it's going to step, I suppose. And then go over here. Actually, really quickly. They haven't done anything yet, so I do want to... the swarm takes up that much space, so it doesn't need to move. Okay, so then it's for one action. Okay, fair enough. So swarms are no longer at the end of turn. This happens. So then it's this one's turn, and this happens automatically 3 times, spending 3 actions. This is piercing damage. this is going at the alchemist and the sorcerer, a total of 6, and then there are 3 basic reflex saves as the spiders all begin climbing up on you.
Wonderful. Good to know.
That just sounds delightful.
Okay. Understood. So then that's 2 passes and a fail from Anastasia. And then Bullocks as well, please.
Bullocks is what?
I need 3 basic reflex saves from you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's okay, my bad. Okay. Ooh, so before any hero points get thrown around, all 3 of Bullocks is.
Yeah, I did want to move as my last action if it was a swarm because I didn't want to get stand there.
Okay.
Like, dumb.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, you can go ahead and take 1 action to stride then.
Alright.
In that case, I need a basic fort save from Anastasia now as well then. Alrighty, which is, yep, okay, never mind. It passes to Q-Tech.
I'm an alchemist. I, kind of drink weird things all the time.
Accurate.
Do the alchemists actually get expert fortitude saves?
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Okay, passes to Q-Tech.
Walk, and I will Divine Lance the spider closest to me.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm trained in spell attack, so does that use my casting modifier as the attack modifier, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
We in 5e now, boys.
Yeah. Ross, I think that's you typing.
Oh, my apologies. New keyboard. Who dis?
Yeah, same. One of these days I'll set my boom up. Okay, a 16, I assume, hits, right? Right? Yeah, 16 hits. Noted. Okay, you fire in, some of the spiders shriek and burn away into nothing. Anything else?
Those were all 3 of my actions.
Oh, that's a 3-action thing. Fair enough. Okay. And passes.
No, the moving was 1 action, the spell was 2.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, passes to Annie.
Oh, sorry, I was still muted.
Mm.
Checking the map real quick. I am going to drop 2 bottled lightning and leave.
Okay, sounds good.
Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to use my Alchemist Fire one since I already have that in.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you know roll? Oh. Keeps asking me for input. And the second one is at a -5, and they take splash damage.
They do? Okay,
Shit.
fair enough.
Hold on 1 sec.
Mm-hmm. The second one still hits on a 17.
Yeah, okay. Say weakness to that. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure the swarm trait actually gives them weakness to splash damage.
Okay,
Splash weapons.
that's kind of metagaming. I have it myself.
Okay. Not exactly metagaming, it's a swarm trait. It's been there since 20. Sorry, I'm trying to find the Alchemist Fire. Or not Alchemist Fire, but the electricity one, because each one of these things are different.
Shocking.
Gear.
Uh,
I know, exactly, right?
page
Appendix.
545.
Yeah, had two PDFs open. I was trying to get that one. See, Alchemist. Bottled Lightning. Okay, so yeah, it is 1 electricity splash damage to all, and then the D6 damages. So it's pretty much the same as the fire. So that actually worked.
Okay, sure. Where are targets?
The one right next to me and the one furthest from me.
Okay, so then it would take 1 splash damage on a miss. How far does the splash go?
5 foot all the way around the square.
Okay, gotcha. And all 3 of those are close enough that you could hit them. So that happens. So the first one misses, but there's enough floating around that they do take splash damage. And the second one goes to the one below you, and that is enough to, I think, kill all of them. Yep. Swarms will die at 0 because their swarms are awkward. If you would like to flavor those kills.
She basically just takes the 2 bottles out. Why are there always things trying to kill me? And smash them both into the ground and just let the electricity flow. You know. So we've had Let It Snow, we've had Let It Burn, and now let it just get shocked.
Good enough. Many spiders are now dead. And Josh wanted to climb a thing?
Yes, I wanted to climb the wall.
Okay. So then you are... I'll just move you to where Bollocks would have noted it. If you would like to climb the wall, it's an athletics check. And that is a failure.
Okay.
You go to try to... Let me make sure nothing horrible happens failing a climb check. I imagine it's just you make no progress. The wall is a lot of, like, where it has caved in, there's a lot of loose debris and things, and you try to scramble up and nothing really happens.
Okay. I have 2 more actions, right?
We're not in combat. Like, you are basically like, meanwhile, this is what Judzi is doing.
Okay. Well, I can try again, maybe, or is that just a fail completely?
Yeah, no, there's nothing preventing you from trying to climb the thing. Still not good enough. This time you get a little farther and some of it gives way and you the fall down doesn't hurt you, but it gets really close.
Okay. There's an open door, right, somewhere?
Yeah, which is, that Anastasia had come back hurt and said they'd opened a door.
Okay, sure. I'll grab the biggest stone that I can find and carry it with me and go through the door. Like one of the stones that fell off, I'll find the biggest one and carry it with me as I go through the door.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna call it 2 bulk.
Sure, that should put me at 6 bulk because I had 4 of 8 before grabbing it.
And welcome to the adventure.
Okay.
Jadzia arrives carrying a giant rock.
Yukjuk is using prestidigitation, and now she has a button saying, "Ask us about our spiders."
Good.
Do I see the party?
Yeah, you do.
So I tell the party, thanks a lot, assholes. Is there something I could throw this at, or should I just leave it with y'all?
We came back and told you where we were going. You chose not to follow.
No, you need to speak louder.
Where have you been?
Washing dishes. Somebody's got to do it.
What?
That's me, Mizriam Josiah the Den Mother.
Why don't you
Dishes
just use
are you talking about?
prestidigitation? I do.
That too.
Well, I am
Because
glad
dwarves,
to see you are with us.
dwarves and me like to take time with our work. You know, just like to magic everything away.
But what dishes? When did we make dishes?
I use dishes.
When?
We dwarves know how to use plates.
Tommy,
I
a bit
think
of
you
bookkeeping.
misunderstand the question I'm asking, friend.
Was there damage with that spider bite or no?
Yeah, you took. There were the 3d4 when I rolled them. 6.
6 damage? Okay, I apologize. I just needed to make sure I had it.
6, I think, piercing. Yeah. And now there's a lot of dead things.
What's with the stone?
Well, I tried to climb the wall. I wasn't successful. And I decided, well, I might as well make myself useful and grab a rock. I figured if there was anything left, I could chuck it at something.
Okay, I guess.
I suppose you could carry it around until Charles can heighten his telekinetic stuff to where he can throw something that's too bulk. I don't know if that spell works that way.
Actually.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, no, that actually can happen. It's basically minor. It's like just like how Mage Hand's minor telekinesis. It's basically just like Mage Hand in that regard, except it's just now you actually chuck it.
Oh, nice. Okay, fair
Well,
enough.
I mean, or maybe I could have it as a pet. Have you never heard of pet rocks?
Is that a dwarf thing?
I had a cousin that had a pet rock.
Okay. That's... Okay, back to the matter at hand. What?
I couldn't feed mine enough, it died.
Oof. Ohm goes looking around in the kitchen and doesn't find anything but cobwebs and dead spiders. And several doors, I should say.
I'm sorry, you said several doors?
Yeah. Bolix and Anastasia are standing at doors.
Okay, sorry. I'll poke my head back out into go to the door and say, well, before we go any further here, let's check the other door outside first, just for thoroughness sake. Agreed?
This whole ordeal seems like a horrible idea, but indeed.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it. I'm not going in there.
Fair enough. Perception. I couldn't tell if there was something in there. I'll walk inside.
Okay.
If it's unlocked.
Yeah, so it's
I'll stick with Ohm.
basically the same story. There's nothing in there.
Okay. But at least we've checked those 3 rooms.
You have...
So,
And I see a d20 plus 6 from Spellcraft.
I was going with and helping them search.
Okay. So then, by the graces of Saren Ray and her cleric, Ohm doesn't find anything, but looking around, Q-Tuck does find a little, like, it's kind of like tucked under the bag. It doesn't look like it's, yeah, it wouldn't be writhing. They're not super magical anymore. A little, like, bag with some, like, green vines hanging out. Mechanically,
What skill would it be to try to get an idea of what that is?
It's probably pretty common. We'll just call it a lesser tanglefoot bag. As well as, like, right behind it, you've seen ticket, or I'm going to say that some blue face. You see Anastasia carry him a little, like a bottle that you can see the sparks jumping around in a lesser flask of bottled lightning.
Just use 2 of them.
Indeed.
Okay. Then I'll probably give the lightning to the alchemist and the Tanglefoot bag to the rogue.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay.
Miriam, could you please search this room here? I didn't find anything, but it wouldn't be the first time I've missed something today.
Also, Tanglefoot bags are also alchemist bombs, so I don't know if you actually need the trained with alchemist bombs to use them.
It would just be rolling untrained versus rolling trained to throw them, I believe.
Okay, I just didn't know the knowledge, so figured I'd let you know.
This time I didn't get any divine grace.
Nope.
Which room are you needing me to check?
This one down by where we are. It's the one where the door's at a 45-degree angle pointing at the door.
Where Q-Talk is standing.
Sorry, I'm trying to input all my stuff so I don't have to
Sure. So
hold up things again.
Of course.
I'll go right here, make a perception check.
That is the way to do it.
Yes, please.
Take guidance.
And bullshit.
Take what? Okay, I probably have to go. Well, no, there it is.
Oh my, hold on, Tiki. Hold on, I gotta see that number. Hold. Okay, yeah, Miriam goes.
I am sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
23.
Testing macros is
perception.
testing macros does. A 23 is enough. Moving in, it's kind of like tucked under the pillowcase, a little like fang-looking thing. Miriam goes, grabs it. It is a wolf fang talisman. As you pick it up, you hear the sound of a man with a mullet in orange clothes who once carried a scimitar shout something in Dragon Ball, but that's a different story.
And then promptly get killed?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yamcha fails at life. Anyway, I will
Say that, but aside from Bulma, he's actually the most financially successful one out of the group.
Banditry is as banditry does. Or whatever he does in Z.
Yamcha? No.
Well, then there was
actually
a
becomes a
professional
baseball
baseball player.
Oh, neat. I watched Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
no,
Z.
they actually played into that in Dragon Ball Super. There was a side episode that he went in and was he helped them win the baseball game against Universe 8. That was a fun little side episode. But back to the matters at hand.
Back to that as a
In the manga, he actually has several side episodes where he does his baseball thing.
Neat.
But that being said, there was a wolf talisman that was about to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put it on the rock, and I put it on the rock that I'm holding, and basically I go back to the group like somebody carrying a ring at a wedding, just dun 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 dun. Who am I marrying? Dun, dun, dun.
So, did you just create a toothsome rock? Those can occasionally deal damage, you know.
Very politely bows to you and says, I was right. Your eyes were better than mine.
Well,
let's continue.
Does the talisman have like a chain or something that it's attached to?
I
some way.
assume.
If it does, then probably at that point I'll just go ahead and use the hand that isn't holding the rock to put it on.
Okay, talismans are if it has a chain, it has like a perhaps in total like 4 inches worth. It's just a little like you would rabbit's foot it onto something for value.
Oh well, then maybe I could put it on my wrist.
You would put it on your armor of all things.
Do we have an idea of or a way to identify how it's intended to be used? Like, what role would it be to actually know what it does?
It's a level 1 item. It's not super hard to know. It's you attach it to armor. It's a free action as long as you're trained in athletics. When you activate the Fang, and unless they change talismans, it's a one shot. You deal bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier to whenever you successfully trip somebody.
Oh,
If your trip would already deal physical damage that doesn't include an ability modifier, add your strength modifier to that damage. And I'm like 99% sure that talismans still blow up after one shot.
does it say consumed in its
Yeah,
description?
you must, once activated, talisman burns out permanently, usually crumbling into fine dust.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
I don't trip people, so it doesn't matter to me. I'll just kind of like look at it and say, this thing seems to have some form of magical power about it.
Anastasia is looking through her pockets.
I don't
Few
think-
bombs left.
I don't think I trip people either, but still, at least I don't mind putting it on my armor if that's where it's supposed to go.
It's worth 4 gold.
Apparently only you trip up.
I can easily.
I'll
remove
hand her
it.
the bottled lightning.
But what's this for?
I mean, if
Oh, thank you. Did I drop this?
We randomly found one.
Oh.
Huh.
I will actually just take time to investigate this, making sure there's nothing special about this particular one.
No, it's just a lesser bottled lightning. And
Cool, then I have one that will not expire at the end of the day.
Pretty much, yeah.
so, this is all well and good. Does anyone plan on using that talisman, or are we just planning on?
I just
don't know,
attached
selling
it to
it?
my armor.
Oh, okay. My apologies then.
Unless you want it.
No. Once again, as I said, I don't trip. I don't do much in the way of physical violence aside from I hold up the staff occasionally using this.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. And on the other side... Bam! Oh, boom. Gotta jump through a lot of PDFs. This large training chamber holds rows of moldering, straw-filled dummies, many of which wield wooden replicas of various martial weapons.
Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky. Sneak.
I
Holmes
shall
sneezes
also
loudly.
move.
JK, I'm not...
Bump, bump.
Okay.
I'm away from keyboard right now, but I am following the group.
Alright, that's all I need to hear. There's a door there. There's a door there. There's a bunch of these little dummies. A lot of them are like, they're all filled with straw. Some of them are ripped open, falling apart. The straw in all of them is rotting. Perception. All right. Ohm. Oh, Ohm. Ohm sees that right where Bolix is standing, there's a secret door.
Whoa, nice.
On top of that, yeah, that's all I got. There's a secret door there. There's a lot of like the smell of gross, moldy stuff. Same with Anastasia.
Okay, I will move over to secret door.
I plan on flanking it to the other side. I have a bomb in hand.
Seems smart.
I'll put my ear to listen first.
Okay, you don't really hear anything.
Okay. Do I need to disable device or pick a lock to open it?
The door appears to be open as you reach up and like push on it.
Okay.
I'm a little bit away, readying a divine lance if need be.
Okay.
Okay. Put one dog slicer up and slide it open with the other one drawn.
Alrighty, sounds good to me.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. Let me just jump on the dynamic lighting really quickly as everything jumps out and tries to kill you.
Oh no!
Welcome to Pathfinder. And not. Okay.
And the cleric's out of spells to save your life, so here's hoping.
This well-hidden closet holds dust-furred tables covered in jumbled but ominous accessories. Pentagram-covered tomes, heavily melted candles, scattered pieces of loose chalk, vats of moldy incense, moth-eaten robes, and several empty and dusty weapon racks. And
I am popping detect magic in case any of the tomes are magical.
Nothing pings.
Oh, good. Otherwise, we would have to burn them.
Yeah. There's as Cute Tuck says that there's kind of a hole as the sun lights up a little bit, and the like myriad holes and arrow slits in this citadel that you've been moving through all kind of light up at once. Siren rays, please.
You may wish to burn them, but if I can make money off them, I'm taking them.
Oh, well, actually,
No,
really quickly, as Alm moves in, there is. I look down to see what you guys would see, and whoop, hang on. There is when you get in that square, because unfortunately, with there not being an interactive map, it's hard to hide things. I will.
Sorry. I was just trying to say that I was following the square behind him. So
Gotcha.
wherever that is.
Got you. So I need you really quickly. The perception check was not enough to reveal the trap. The trap goes off. I grab the trap. The trap throws the spear at you. It's a good. Well done. I'm glad you're trained. Since this is just a simple one-shot boring trap, we don't necessarily need to roll initiative at it. So I'm just gonna really quick. Targeting Olm, being the first one through. It's that.
Reflex for
Medic!
It's making it, as a reaction. It makes an attack roll.
Medic!
Okay. So there is no reflex save?
Not on this one. No, there's not like a. Not that I'm seeing.
Yeah. That puts me at -21.
That's the attack roll. That's the attack roll. I haven't hit you yet.
Yes, that's a hit.
And I assume a crit.
I'm at 18. So that's a crit.
And poor Olm is skewered for 23 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that puts me only at -11.
Or 0.
Which is at 0.
And there's enough clerics if one of the clerics would like to go grab the poor goblin and heal them.
I'm out of spells, so I'll have to use my healer's kit.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no spells either, and I don't.
We
think I
had
have
3
any
healing
spells.
potions, so we can pour those.
All right, good enough. Go ahead and roll for one of the potions. Ohm's at wounded 1.
I think they're roll 1d8 plus something.
I think that's right.
And that is a... Ah, crap. I'm using a hero point.
Okay. I don't think there's necessarily a need for it, as that would take 10 minutes and the potion would take 1 action, basically. Unless you guys want to stop for 10 minutes to do the thing.
I think we should, because if that's a critical success, if the 25 is a critical success, they'll heal 48 mundane.
Okay. So then, as long as Ohm consents, Ohm and Cute Dog are sitting here for 10 minutes.
What we might do is take that one potion will stabilize me. Let's get me out into here, and then y'all can medic on me. If anyone else wants to search in there, they're welcome. And if not, people can check out the other rooms while that 10 minutes is.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
sounds
so I'm
good.
hearing 10 minutes is taken, so you take that 48.
I didn't think that trap would do that much damage. Fair enough. This game
Yeah,
is
this
really
brutal,
mean.
is it not?
Yeah.
Spear plus
But
14,
I
2d6
will
plus
have
6.
Are we sure Gygax didn't write this for a tournament? From beyond the grave?
Beyond the grave. Okay.
No.
Man.
Well, that means
Uh,
for the next
ups and
10
downs.
minutes, these two are here. What the four of you do is up to you.
Because it's
Uh,
downtime, we can't really explore.
Upon inspecting her work, Yuktuk apologizes. She did not mean to do such a shoddy job.
I think more importantly, it's getting rid of the wounded condition.
Yes.
I'm just flavoring the low healing numbers.
Of course. Okay, well, squad.
Okay. Does anyone else want to, now that we know where the spear trap is in the spooky closet, anyone else want to check in there? And is that a door in the far end?
There is a door all the way to the back, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
listen.
take a look.
Okay. With a 17, I think a 17 gets you a whole heck of a lot of much. No, not really. There's definitely a door where Bollocks is standing.
Okay, open the door.
Alrighty. Well, open the door. Alm is. So I assume if Alm is moving, 10 minutes have passed. Door opens. Door is unlocked. Whoop-a-doo-doo and a big scroll. This dungeon is mean. I gotta get the next trap. Okay. So then on the other side of the door is basically just a really long hallway.
If only someone had Unseen Servant, then we could have it go forward to check for traps.
Yeah.
Do you still have that rock?
Yes, I still have my pet rock. I have named it Betty.
Could we slide it across the floor in here and see if it triggers any traps?
That's one way to do
Betty,
it.
do you mind? Betty, do you mind being slid around the floor?
Betty shakes her head now.
Betty is not shaking. Betty is not shaking no, so I will get myself into a stance to slide it on the floor.
Okay.
At least
So-
we're not taking her for granted.
So for
Get
those
out.
of you-
Get out of here.
She will slide it.
Is she doing the Fred Flintstone Twinkle Toes?
She
I hope
doesn't
so.
know what that is in character, but if you would like to imagine so, tell
Okay.
you.
So then, Jazia's token is standing in room A8.
If she can wing it,
Are you sure you don't want to move your character first?
there. Is that where I need to be?
I think
That
they would want
works
you to be
better.
like there or in front of the goblins.
Okay, there.
Okay. I guess make an athletics check.
Yeah. Athletics is something I'm good at.
I cast Guidance.
So is that +1?
Yeah.
I assume. Okay.
Wait, how long are you bolstered against guidance? Only 10 minutes? I thought it was longer.
Yeah, hang on. And is it only 10 minutes?
I forgot to move my token. I moved my token within range and then cast guidance. Sorry.
Cool.
Well, wait, we're trying to figure out how long the bolstered condition lasts against it.
No longer
Yeah,
can you just spam
you
guidance
can't-
forever.
1 hour.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, no, then... Did you already
then you
give
can't bolster again.
Right. In any case,
Like,
the 11
like
is
somehow-
not very much. The rock is not circular. It's circle-ish. So it moves probably about 5 feet forward where it says A11.
Well, that was fun. I go over there and pick up Betty. Any other ideas?
Maybe you should try shuffleboard.
I don't know what that game is, but it sounds lame.
All right. Well, we don't really want to be skewered, so you might want to keep bowling.
Bollocks and Ohm have moved
I
forward
will-
and nothing bad happens.
I will try again, but
Okay.
I'll probably will be my last attempt because
Yeah, no, this time the rock
Yeah,
just
you're-
kind of twists a little.
I don't think Betty likes to be thrown. Well, I grab Betty and I won't throw her anymore.
I swear, if you awaken that into an elemental, I'm going to be so disappointed.
It is tempting.
Are you saying that in character? Because that sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
It's also not something you can do, Josh.
I can find someone and pay them to do it.
No, you can't.
Not sure it's
That's
possible.
like getting one of those training dummies and be like, "This is a human now." That doesn't work.
I can pretend.
I think the dwarf's gone crazy.
Yep.
A little early for that in the campaign.
Well, these were the
Actually-
experiments that led to owl bears, so
I push on.
I mean, this
Yeah.
dwarf's also...
Maybe she's
I
been
push on this wall here.
maybe she's been sniffing my mercury.
What is
I'm not
Bolek
ready.
saying?
I'm not crazy. I'm just
I'm
ahead of the
trying
curve.
to. I pushing on this wall here. I guess.
Okay. Make your 7 check.
Is there a door? No.
Not. It really just seems like everything just kind of ends in a. Ohm sees a secret
Gonna
door.
hit my, gonna hit my head off it. Ow.
And Ohm sees basically right where Bollocks went. Oh, there's a secret door right there.
Oh, show it to me or open it or something. Still hit my head off it a few times.
Okay.
I will wave back to Anastasia, letting her know we're opening another one.
Well, that's sweet. Can you guys see the dynamic lighting move as I move that?
Yes.
I've never seen that before. That's dope. Okay, there you go. Hallway terminates in a couple more doors.
Ooh. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
It feels like
Yay.
we're scaling the
doors.
perimeter here.
Yeah, let's take a quick look around.
Okay.
There
Nothing seems
definitely walls.
nothing seems dangerous. There's 2 doors here, basically.
Well,
Mhm.
this is certainly not ended horribly so far.
Oh, just wait. There'll be more spiders sometime soon.
But that was supposed to be encouraging.
At least it's not a bugbear.
That's...
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's try this door.
Okay.
I open the door to my right.
And it opens.
I,
And as we see, we have put the fear of traps in the party. A small hallway that terminates into nothing. Or terminates into a door, rather, I should say. I say terminates
Yeah,
into
okay.
nothing as in doesn't terminate into like a trap being fired at you.
Yeah. I was like, I saw it. I thought there's a door. It looks like a door.
This is a brown wall.
That's fine if it is. I'm trying not to meta because interactive maps do help so much more.
Yeah, I miss some interactive maps. I really do. Okay.
I'm taking a closer look.
Shopping.
Okay, so no one's perception checks. Like, you don't hear anything. The door does not appear to be trapped. Just kind of, all the doors look kind of uniform. And you open it, and on the inside, well, bam! To the north of many rows of stadium-style benches stands a wide dais. Garbage clutters what was once undoubtedly a pristine floor. A small corridor near the dais leads to the west, while to the north, an iron gate provides a view into a central courtyard. I suppose I'll go ahead and remove this then, so you can see in there. And boom, and then everybody really quickly, if you could make perception checks.
Is it a lectern or a podium? I can never remember.
Combination of the two. This door is closed. I'm just removing it because you have line of sight. And as we go rolling in, I guess not Ross and Josh as they are outside the room, but as you guys move in, Hawkeye.
Sorry, that was me typing things into my sheet. My apologies. Trying to get everything. Yeah, I was about to say, you guys are probably hearing me just typing away, just like...
To the north, you guys hear, like, right through this iron gate here, a series of barking growls, sounds of claws scraping on stone, and in the distance further, what sounds, well, not what sounds like, there are several people in this party who speak Goblin. Someone in Goblin, you can kind of only catch, like, bits and pieces of it, is making demands of someone else. Then in response, clearly talking about this, there are some, like, vitriol is thrown back at the man. There's a closed door there, and it's coming from the other side of it.
Okay.
Someone's in danger.
Which door did you say?
The one that you guys can see is open.
Okay.
Okay.
When does it come that you roll the checks?
Only the secret ones.
Open the door quietly and peek out.
Okay. Yeah, you go over to open it and you see that once upon a time this gate was locked and the lock is sitting on the ground broken, as if someone had just like picked it, busted it, run through. On the other side, a short flight of stairs leads down into an open-air courtyard surrounded by imposing octagonal walls, while a heavy iron gate, not anymore, separates it from halls to the south, not anymore. A few errant milkweeds and tufts of crabgrass protrude from the cracked cobblestone flooring. The ground to the west is sunken in, creating a natural pool of rainwater. To the north, the battlements above have partially collapsed into a huge mound of stone and wooden rubble, under which some sort of reptilian creature seems to have been crushed. The top half of a flight of wooden stairs rises up to the battlements above the collapsed section of the walls. Broken plants from the bottom half lie amid the rubble below. A thick rope has been affixed via a grappling hook to the lower portion of the stairs, dangling down to within a few feet of the top of the rubble pile. And as you guys move on in there, they are presently in the water. They're not trying to hide from you. Rising up from the water is... Wow, stop moving, you cowards! Someone puts their token in a square to spite me.
I didn't hear lock.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's on me. They kind of look like... they look like they're far enough away from where everyone in the party is from that no one would have much of an idea. Here they come, though. I want to say those stealth checks were made... Well, you hadn't moved in. Oh, I don't like that I have to pick what I... Stop moving, you coward. You were where you were. No, no, no. Too late. Tokens are locked.
Okay, tokens are locked.
Thank you. And out from the water. Well, bam! Our perception checks for initiative.
The 12 stealth was actually rolled in intent for it to be my initiative.
Okay,
Yeah, same
sure.
with mine.
So be it. We can do that then. Boom. Jason's got 8. Wow. Box from Span has a 7. And a 17 from Crafter They Spell. And I guess I ought to add you to the initiative. Josh, roll perception.
Yeah, no, I cannot roll a good perception today.
Or roll initiative, I should say. So you
I
can...
believe in you.
No, I already rolled it. It was an 8.
Ooh!
Well, Josh is doing well. And then I will put you onto the thing, and you onto the thing, and I will go to the bottom of the AP for the special monster. Okie dokie. They add that. So I'm just gonna... so many initiatives are rolled today. Whoop, not 22d20. Whoa, Tommy. Whoa, Tommy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So then, I get you guys on the turn. We got a 22 from you, and a 15 from you, and the fight is on. Top of the round is old Miriam. Hello, Miriam. Earth to Miriam.
Oh, I can only see one of the party members in front of me. I can't. My token's locked. Like, I don't see anything to attack.
Right.
Okay, I'll move forward 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, there you are. What's going on?
You see two crocodile-looking things that look like they want to eat everyone.
Hey! Okay.
Wait, we do? I don't see them.
I should wrestle them.
From our angle, I don't see anything.
They aren't wearing shoes, are they?
They are not. Josh has
They're in
2
the
actions
courtyard
left.
to the north.
Sure, I'd like to go. How far away are they?
Well, you can
What do
see
they
them.
look like?
The squares are 5
Oh,
feet.
there they are. Sure, 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, guys, want to wrestle?
Okay. They don't respond to you.
Sure. I'll go
It
up
is not your
5
turn.
feet. So
That's right.
my third, I guess, with my third action, I will start to prepare something because I can't 5 foot and then swing. So
Right. And you are still carrying a rock.
well, sure. Then I'll use my third action to check the rock.
Okay.
Go, Betty!
I thought
Sure.
you said you weren't throwing her anymore.
But now we have 2 crocodiles in
No,
front
no,
of
no, no.
us.
It's Betty. I choose you.
Betty! Okay. Make an athletics check first off.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So that is enough to get the rock 5 feet.
Hero point to try again.
Sure.
All right. So this time I'm gonna discus it.
Okay. That happens. And now I have to go through the environment, because there's mechanics for what you're doing, and I would like to get them. Environment,
Challenge.
fall damage, natural
Challenge.
disasters.
Challenge the DM.
It's not much of a challenge, I just don't remember where in the book it is. I know I get a reflex save behind. It's like a basic reflex save for half, and I think it takes fall. Yeah, it would take fall damage. It moves 10 feet. So then I'm gonna try to get up out of the way. And if the DC is, I think, 15, it is a success. And so 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And now it passes to it, and it's going to step. And just double checking the thing. Okay, just want to make sure I know what it can do. So for its first attack, as this thing moves forward, it looks like a crocodile, but it's very, like, its coloration is lots of reds and blues with, like, pointy black spiny bits coming out, and it hisses and leans forward. It's going to try to bite Jadzia. For a 23 to hit?
Yep.
Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and commit to the second attack with an agile tail. For a 12 to hit.
12 doesn't hit.
Alrighty. So then you take yourself 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing moves forward and noms on your leg. And
Okay.
nothing else bad happens. And passes to Cusack.
Divine Lance.
Okay. A 9 would indeed miss.
Unfortunate.
And if that's all 3 actions, then it goes to the next one, which is going to, it has to stride all 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I have 1 action left, so I think I will move back a little.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I thought that was 3 actions for some reason. Make it so.
Cantrip.
Got you. Neato. So then 5, 10, 20 for 1 stride. The second one comes up and it's going to do the same thing, basically. First attack, 28 to hit Jadzia. Second attack, 22 to hit Jadzia. Which I think both hit. Hello, Josh.
You really did?
Did you go to do a poop? You're muted. Stop pooping.
Like poof, everybody is.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Both hit.
Okay, is it 28 a critical?
Yeah.
Alrighty, is it 22 a critical?
No.
Alrighty, so then the crit does 24 points, and then the second one would then put you to, I assume, 24 puts you to 0.
No, I would have been at 0 just off the first one.
Oh, were you at 0 from the first attack?
No, I was at 4 after the first attack.
Neat. So then the first one definitely puts you down then to dying 2, because it's a critical, and then the third one also hits to put you at dying 3. As you guys see this thing come up and bite into Jadzia, and she drops, and then the tail comes around and whaps her in the side of the head, and it's on.
You're welcome.
Goes to
Here's
Anastasia.
the meat shield at your service.
5-foot step
Are you thinking about spending that fuel?
and
That's a step is still an action.
Mhm.
Damn my bleeding heart healing the townsfolk.
so 23 and then 15.
The 15 misses, the 23 hits.
Okay, so they are hitting here. That is the square I aim for.
Okay.
And both creatures would actually receive the splash damage.
Right, because they're right next to each other. Understood.
Mhm.
So then... can't math. Then that one goes there, and then 2 splash damage on the other one. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, passes to Ohm.
Well, this just went down in a way that I wish it hadn't, but okay. I will stride and double attack Twin Feint, the one in front of you.
Okay, sounds good.
24.
That does hit.
And
Oh,
that would be a 13 for the second, but that's flat-footed.
Gotcha.
It's flat-footed.
Yeah, it is flat-footed because the bottled lightning says on a hit it's flat-footed till the start of my next turn.
Oh, nice. So did you want to hit... Oh, yeah, that's right. I put the wrong damage on the wrong guy. Got you. So then the first one hits, the second one, even flat-footed, would miss. Go ahead and if you'd like to... Well, go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage, yeah.
Okay. One quick question, though.
Uh-huh.
Is the 24 a crit against its flat-footed?
It is not.
It was worth a shot.
Missed it by that much. Okay, understood. As you go to stab in, you get into like the neck of this thing, and it will take its reaction. So it gets to do this thing. So as that happens, it hisses, and the hiss kind of like echoes a little in its throat as that happens. A greenish, yellowish, literally what it is a cloud of halitosis. So that's fun. Begins leaking out of its mouth in a 15-foot cone. Growlodon uses noxious breath, including the triggering creature in the area. So then that's Ohm and Anastasia and Bolix. If all three of you could please make fortitude saves.
Oh no.
And that's a success and 3 successes. Fair enough. Halitosis apparently doesn't bother you guys that much. All right, Charles.
I drank worse stuff.
Probably.
All right then. Well, since I finally have the ability to do this, I'm going to grasp my staff with both hands. Going to take a step and then just overhead toss my staff at it by using Hand of the Apprentice.
Yeet.
So I'm going to roll. Yeah, I'm just going to yeet my staff at him.
Okay. That
That's
hits.
an 18 to hit.
You got him.
All right. And it deals 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty, fair enough.
And so I just like throw the staff overhead. It just flies over the head of them, whacks them, and then just like boomerangs back into my hands.
And it is beautiful, and it hisses angrily as blood and halitosis seep all over the place.
Last action, because it was one action for me to grab the staff both-handed. Hand of the Apprentice is a somatic only spell, so that was another action.
That's just one action to do that. Nice.
Yeah, no, it's just one action to do Hand of the Apprentice. The only downside is it's a focus power, so, or focus spell. So
okay, that makes
now
sense.
I'm just have that. I'm going to, for my last action, cast Shield on myself.
And it's on old Bollocks Broomsbane.
The guy with the 4 dots on him, is he down?
No. That's yeah, you're a dragon sorcerer. You know what a breath weapon looks like.
Ooh, nasty.
I am going to go around and give some flanking.
Okay.
To the wizard. And action, extend my claws. Action, attack.
Action attack. So then it is presently flat-footed, and flanking is a -2. Does it stay flat-footed, Ziggy?
It is flat-footed till the start of my turn.
It doesn't stack. It doesn't stack with the flanking flat-footed bonus.
Otherwise that would have been a critical hit. Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
New rolls that way.
So then 5 points of slashing damage, and then is there acid damage?
Yeah, there's acid damage. Did it roll that too?
I just see 5 slashing plus other is acid damage, then 23 critical.
Yeah, 1d6 other. That's a 2, so it's 5 total.
Oh, I see. Got you. Okay, fair enough. You
3 slashing,
slash in
2 acid.
And anger it is, and it turns, and at dying 3, if Miriam could make a flat check.
Miriam.
So then, unless someone would like to spend a hero point, that kills Miriam.
I used mine already to make sure my healing was a success and didn't kill someone then.
Shouldn't have mine.
Okay, fair enough. And then this one is, what do I want to do? What's my reach? My reach is probably not a lot. Ooh, okay, so then it sees that. I'm not the smartest. It's gonna attack home is what it's gonna do. For the first attack, it does a me cough everywhere. Boom. 12 to hit.
Nope.
And then second attack, 13 to hit. And finally, the rolls have gone against me. And for its third attack, it's going to... it'll do the same thing. It'll pop its head back for one action. And Jadzia, I think, automatically fails the Fortitude save. Go ahead and roll it. I think it's just reflexes that you fail. And then... oh, man, Anastasia, if you can make another Fortitude save for me. Okay. So then what I will say is, yeah, Anastasia has failed and Ohm has fumbled.
I will use my hero point.
Okay. Noted. Anastasia?
I don't have any additional hero points, so.
Got you. So then this time Ohm is able to shake it off a little bit, but...
I mean, sorry to interrupt. Do you want to use mine? I don't want to
I'd rather...
let it go to waste.
Well, yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll use it. So
Understood.
reroll.
I mean,
If you would.
assuming, like... Yeah.
Oof. And
Yeah, that's worse.
And Anastasia is sickened 1.
Oh, no.
Passes to Q-Tuck.
I tried. I'm sorry, Anastasia. I tried. I tried so hard.
You did.
I'm going to Divine Lance the one with all the dots on it.
Okay.
And that's a crit.
Why, yes, you
so
are.
double damage.
Okay.
And twice that is 12.
And that's indeed. Okay, duly noted. I need to... Yeah, Josh is already going right before the one. And really quickly getting back into the habit. She's going to say where she sits now, but I always forget I have to move people's initiative around when they drop. But I'll remember now. Because that is enough. Which one are you, though? I'd like to highlight you. I think you're... Ah, I see. Got it. Anything else from you?
No.
Alrighty, passes to Anastasia.
I will spend my first action retching so I can get another fortitude save.
As you do.
And if I can do that again in a round, I do not know.
I think you can.
Okay.
I think it's just action, throw up, try to fix it. That's a little better.
All right. And then my third action, I'm going to throw a bomb.
Okay, fair enough.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to find out which ones I have left.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it will be ice. Oh, ice or acid? Ice or acid? Screw it. I'll try acid. That one's got a die of persistent damage.
That's fair.
So 3 of that is persistent.
Okay, fair enough. So right now, that might have not been the most clear explanation. This one is the only one that's up. This one is at dying 2. And we'll now go to dying 3 because
Okay,
it's going to take the persistent.
It's going to take the splash damage. I will hit this one.
Okay, gotcha. That certainly hits.
All right, it takes 3 persistent damage plus 2.
Gotcha. So a total of 5 persistent damage? I'm confused.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't add it on there. There is 1 additional damage because it is 3 persistent damage, 1 splash damage, and then 1 base acid damage.
Ah, got you. Okay.
See? So I need to adjust that. So
And-
acid is actually a really good bomb.
Yeah, it ain't bad. And then it passes to Ohm.
Well, I know that Miriam is going to die if things do not change. And I can't really work on her without fixing something else. So,
She is stable.
am I considered in range to attack from here?
Yeah, it occupies that diagonal there.
Okay. Twin feint.
Okay. That's a number. The 24 hits. The 27 is a critical. Precision damage is
That
added
would
to the
be
total of your weapon. So that means
Would that
you
be a
get
22?
That would be a 23.
still a natural 20, still hits.
Okay.
Okay.
And you get to double the
Making
precision
sure,
damage
sorry.
as well. So then I see
So,
16 and 14.
and an additional 12.
An additional. So that's. We're at a point now where enough people will go before it would get the chance to get up, and this one will die to the persistent acid damage that if Ohm would like to flavor. Oh, that kill.
I slash down at its front leg. It drops its head that direction to deal with, because that leg hurt, and it immediately puts its head that way to protect it. And then I ram the other dog slicer through its ear, or ear slit.
Place
Yeah.
where the hearing goes.
Sound goes in, evidently steel goes in there too.
Indeed.
Do you think it heard you coming?
A fatal case of tinnitus.
Faithful case of tinnitus. So then
Okay.
we've come to a point then where someone needs to heal Miriam to get her up, but she's stable, and they're both oped, and that was a monster, but that's what we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more traps that kill the rogue when the rogue sneezes and steps on them. And we will see you next time. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.